I keep feeling like this is a connection that went quiet, not necessarily fully over, but paused, stuck, unspoken, and emotionally unfinished. There is a very strong energy of silence that has been building around the situation, and it almost feels like both people have been thinking, but neither person has been speaking. Now I want to tune into the cards because the energy coming through is very loud today. The first card is the Hanged Man, and immediately I'm getting a situation that was put on hold. This is not moment energy, this is not clarity, this is the energy waiting, confusion, and surrendering to not knowing. Someone here stepped back or emotionally disconnected or stopped responding the way they used to, and at the time it may have felt like nothing was happening. But energetically, something was happening internally because the hangman is never just about nothing. It's about perspective shifting, it's about someone being forced into reflection. And I keep hearing I needed space to understand what I actually feel. Now, for some of you, this wasn't spoken, this wasn't communication. This was internal, quite hidden but powerful. And what I'm seeing is that during this pause, feelings did not disappear, they just went inward. With the Eight of Wands, now the next card is the Eight of Wands, and this is where the energy changes completely because silence is not the final stage of this connection. Movement is, communication is, sudden realization is. Eight of Wands is a fast energy, unexpected messages. Things happening quickly after a long delay, and I keep hearing something is about to break the silence. This could be a message, a call, a social media interaction, or even just an impulsive urge to reconnect. But what's important is the emotional pressure building behind it. Because when Eight of Wands appears after the Hanged Man, it means the waiting period is ending. And someone is no longer able to hold back what they have been sitting with. I also feel like there has been overthinking on both sides, replaying conversation, wondering what went wrong, wondering if it's too late, wondering if the other person even still cares, and the truth is neither person fully stopped caring. They just stopped expressing it. Now we have King of Cups. This is very important because this is emotional depth that is not easily visible. This is someone who does not express feelings deeply, openly. They feel deeply, but they control it, they suppress it, they try to stay composed. And I need you to understand something about this energy. Just because someone is silent does not mean they are unaffected. In fact, the King of Cups often feels the most when they are the quietest. This is someone who may have walked away emotionally but did not actually detach internally. There is still carrier, there is still emotional attachment. And I keep hearing I didn't know how to handle what I was feeling. For some of you, this person may come off as logical, distant, or even emotionally unavailable. But underneath that layer, there is someone who is still thinking about you, still remembering moments, still feeling the weight of what was left unresolved. And this is why the silence has felt so heavy, because silence does not equal absence of emotion. It often means emotion with no outlet. So, when we put this together, the Hanged Man is pause, Eight of Wands is moment, King of Cups is hidden emotion. What I'm seeing is a cycle shifting. Something that was stuck is not meant to stay stuck. Something that was unspoken is reaching a brush point. And something emotional is trying to come to the surface. But I want to be very clear here. This is not about chasing, this is not about forcing communication. This is about energy that naturally returns when it's ready. Because what is real does not stay silent. What is real does not stay silent forever. And what is unresolved does not stay buried forever. It comes back in waves, in thoughts, in realization, and eventually in action.